Comet, a majestic reindeer with a big bushy tail, large brown eyes, and a glossy brown coat, stood proudly in Santa's stable. His red harness jingled with silver bells as he shook his head, eager for the upcoming Christmas Eve flight. The North Pole was bustling with activity, elves scurrying about and snowflakes dancing in the crisp air. Comet gazed out the stable window, dreaming of soaring through the night sky and helping deliver presents to children all around the world. As Christmas Eve approached, a fierce snowstorm began to brew. The wind howled and swirled, creating a thick blanket of white that covered everything in sight. Santa, a jolly old man with rosy cheeks and a flowing white beard, dressed in his iconic red suit trimmed with white fur, gathered his reindeer team. Ho ho ho! He chuckled, "It's time to prepare for our magical journey." Comet's heart raced with excitement as he pranced out of the stable, ready for the adventure ahead. The reindeer team took off into the stormy night, their hooves barely touching the snow-covered rooftops. Comet felt exhilarated as they soared through the air, the wind rushing past his antlers. Suddenly, a powerful gust caught him off guard, and he felt himself slipping from the formation. "Oh no!" Comet cried out, his voice lost in the howling wind. In a blink of an eye, he found himself tumbling through the air, separated from his team and Santa's sleigh. Comet landed with a soft thud in a deep snowdrift, surrounded by tall, majestic pine trees. Their branches were heavy with snow, creating a winter wonderland all around him. As he shook the snow from his coat, Comet realized he was lost in an unfamiliar forest. The silver bells on his harness jingled softly as he looked around, trying to get his bearings. "Hello!" he called out, his voice echoing through the silent woods. "Is anyone there?" A small, furry head poked out from behind a nearby tree. It belonged to a young rabbit with soft white fur and twitching pink nose. "Hello there," the rabbit said, hopping closer to Comet. "I'm Snowball. Are you lost?" Comet nodded, explaining his predicament to his new friend. Snowball's long ears perked up as she listened intently. "Don't worry," she said with a reassuring smile, "I know this forest well. I can help you find your way back to the North Pole." As Comet and Snowball set off on their journey, the snowstorm began to subside. The forest came alive with the soft glow of moonlight filtering through the trees. They trudged through the deep snow, leaving a trail of hoof prints and paw prints behind them. "Tell me about the North Pole," Snowball asked, her curiosity piqued. Comet's eyes sparkled as he described the magical workshop, the bustling elves, and the joy of Christmas Eve flights. Their conversation was interrupted by a low, rumbling growl. From behind a large snow-covered bush emerged a massive brown bear with shaggy fur and intelligent eyes. Comet and Snowball froze in their tracks, unsure of what to do. The bear, however, surprised them with a friendly voice. "Hello, travelers," he said in a deep, gentle tone. "I'm Gus. What brings you to my part of the forest on this chilly night?" Comet explained his situation once again, his voice trembling slightly. Gus listened thoughtfully, stroking his chin with a large paw. "The North Pole, you say? That's quite a journey from here," he mused. "But I know these woods better than anyone. I'd be happy to guide you part of the way." Snowball bounced excitedly, her fluffy tail twitching. "Oh, yes! That would be wonderful, Gus. We could use your help." The unlikely trio set off through the moonlit forest, their path illuminated by the soft glow of fireflies that danced around them. Gus lumbered ahead, clearing a path through the deep snow with his massive body. Comet and Snowball followed close behind, grateful for their new friend's strength and knowledge. As they walked, they shared stories and laughter, their voices carrying through the still night air. After what seemed like hours of traveling, they came upon a clearing bathed in silvery moonlight. In the center stood a magnificent owl with feathers as white as the snow around them. Her golden eyes gleamed with wisdom as she regarded the group. "Greetings, wanderers," she hooted softly. "I am Luna. What brings you to my clearing on this magical night?" Once more, Comet recounted his tale of getting lost in his quest to return to the North Pole. Luna listened intently, her head tilting from side to side. When Comet finished, she spread her impressive wings and said, "I can help you, young reindeer. From my perch high in the trees, I can see far and wide. I know the way to the North Pole, and I can guide you there." With Luna leading the way, flying gracefully above them, the group continued their journey. The forest gradually thinned out, giving way to wide open spaces covered in glittering snow. Comet's heart leapt with joy as he recognized familiar landmarks in the distance. "We're getting close!" he exclaimed, his hooves prancing with excitement. Snowball and Gus cheered, happy for their new friend. As they crested a final hill, the magical sight of Santa's workshop came into view. The colorful lights twinkled like stars, and the sound of elves singing carols drifted on the breeze. Comet's eyes filled with happy tears as he turned to his new friends. "Awesome," he said, his voice full of gratitude. "I couldn't have made it home without you." Snowball, Gus, and Luna beamed with pride, glad to have helped their new friend find his way. With fond farewells and promises to visit, Comet bounded towards home, his silver bells jingling merrily. As he approached, he saw Santa and the other reindeer waiting for him, relief evident on their faces. "Comet, my boy," Santa boomed, wrapping the reindeer in a warm hug. "We've been so worried. But you're just in time, we have presents to deliver." Comet took his place in the lineup, feeling grateful for his adventure and the new friends he'd made. As they took off into the starry sky, Comet knew that this Christmas would be the most magical one yet.